In Creatio, the fields that contain preset values are called lookups. For example, on Accounts record page, you can see that fields type, category, or industry, etc. have preset values that user can choose from. Keep in mind that you should populate all lookups before the user starts using the system. To edit, add, or delete any records in lookups, go to System Designer, System Setup, Lookups. Standard lookups are sorted into folders for easy navigation and search. This way, you can find all lookups for Contact section in the folder Contacts, all lookups for Accounts section in Accounts folder. To open the lookup, click on the Name or Open Content button. Lookups use editable lists, so to edit an existing record, select it and make the necessary changes. To add a new record to an existing lookup, click on the New button and enter the value. Let's try adding a new record to this lookup. We will add a new account type, Media. Use the Menu button to save, copy, or delete any records. Keep in mind that you can delete existing lookup values only if it hasn't been used in any other record in the system. For example, you can delete account type supplier if we don't have any account records where type supplier is selected. When deleting a lookup record that has been used, the system shows an error message notifying us that we cannot just delete this record, since the value is used in another record. And until we learn how the connections work, we won't be able to delete this record. If we try to delete the record that we just created, we can do it right away, since it hasn't been used in any records yet. Make sure all standard lookups that come with out-of-the-box product have been modified to fit your needs. To search for existing lookups, you can use standard filters, type the name of the lookup, and open content to make necessary changes. Lookups like currency, cities, countries should be reviewed before users will get access to the system. System settings are used for additional system configuration and administration. For example, system settings can be used to specify base currency for the system, change user password complexity, etc. System settings can be accessed from System Designer, System Setup, System Settings. Standard system settings are grouped by use, and you can use the folders to find the setting that you need. For example, all system settings for passwords can be found in Passwords folder, and system settings for record numbering can be found in the Record Auto Numbering folder. System settings that are used in multiple sections in the system can be found in the General folder. For example, here we will find system settings for logos on main or login pages, color of overdue activities, etc. Most of the system settings have default values, so it is important to configure those settings beforehand. For example, before creating users in the system, let's configure our system settings for password validity duration. Let's find the setting for password validity term, and as you can see right now, the current value is set to 0, which means that the user passwords don't expire. Let's change the setting to 60. This way, we will ensure that our users will be prompted by the system to change their password every 60 days. We recommend to check and modify system settings before your users will be granted access to the system.